In Spanish, we're Harlistas. In English, we're Holly Riders. Bikers are at one with nature. We ride in the heat, we ride in the cold, we ride in the rain, we ride in hail, and beat the hell out of them.
Go.
Yeah. Is Lama in the building or what? Latin American Motorcycle Association, put your hands up, make some noise for your boy. Kenny Black, the music machine.
What up, Rala?
DJ Rala, Lama de Lama. You already know Mr. Northeast is in the building. Let's go, Lama. What? Put them hands up. I wanna see L's in the air right now. Put your L's up. Put your L's up. Lama worldwide. Lama worldwide. Let's go. L's up. L's up. Everybody L's up. L's up. L's up. Everybody L's up. Lama. 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 Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. From the humble start in humble Park, Chicago. 1977 it all began. What? Right. One man, one mission, one dream. That's right. Lama International worldwide. They said it couldn't happen. They said it couldn't be done. 40 years later, we still proving y'all wrong. Latino, Lama.
The Latin American Motorcycle Association was founded in 1977 in Chicago's Humboldt Park neighborhood. Since its inception, Lama was intended to be a moto-touring club with truly democratic ideas. In 1995, a chapter was formed in Miami, Florida, and in 1996 Lama became a national association when the first national president was elected. In 1999, Lama became an international association when chapters were formed in Puerto Rico, Mexico, and Cuba. Today, the number of chapters has grown to over 200 worldwide, spanning the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Australia. Lama is a club without borders. We have evolved into an international humanist association. We accept working people from all walks of life, regardless of nationality, race, color, religion, social class, gender, age, a brand of motorcycle, etc. We believe that it is more important to recognize and identify ourselves as human rather than Latin, Asian, Black, or white. Lama is a club of the 21st century and continues to be a work in progress. Our forward progress evolves from the many contributions and the flow of rich ideas of our members, both current and new, from near and far-off lands. It is because of our philosophy, Lama has become one of the most respected clubs in the world. As a Lama member, there are doors open to you in every city where we have chapters. You will have the opportunity to visit those chapters, including those in other nations, on our annual national and international runs. Lama is also recognized as one of the world's most active long-distance riding clubs. 40+ years and counting. Our women, Damas de Lama, ride their own and accompany us on our travels, riding extreme distances over long hours on good and bad roads, on hot and cold days, rain or shine. This is a test of endurance that most bikers find way too far and too challenging. We are Lama. Welcome to the best motorcycle association in the world, the Latin American Motorcycle Association.
Across every road, in every country, there is a story that unites us, a passion that ignites our souls, and a bond that knows no borders. We are the Latin American Motorcycle Association. We are more than riders. We are family. Together, we are Lama. United by passion, driven by brotherhood.
We gather around Taino and company, the talk's profound. Lama Station's where the vibes ignite. Every Monday at 7, let's take flight. Let's get this party started.
Say that again.
Taino and company.
Hey, hello, Lama Nation.
Starry skies as the evening glows. Dancing and laughing, feel the energy rise. At Lama Station, we reach for the skies.
And we are back. Welcome, everybody. Hey, listen. I'm going to get to the welcome and all that stuff, but that video was made during the Gilbert anniversary by a professional production company. And yes, it has a little bit of more of Gilbert, but the message that comes across that it's amazing. We're a Lama. We're united by brotherhood, connected by brotherhood, united by passion. So I just loved it, and I felt like it was nice to throw it out there. Thank you to Lama Gilbert for donating that to Lama Station to be able to use. But
it really is.
Yeah, it's a nice, well done. Professionally done video. And listen, we make videos all the time, but guys, you guys know we're rustic and organic, right? We we don't have the. I don't think we have the production equipment to be able to pull something like that. But I will tell you, all of our reporters do amazing with iPhones and Samsungs. I'll tell you that. They do an amazing job with the way But I want to thank everybody for being here again. Yes, we did take a week off last week, but it was a holiday. It was Memorial Day, so I hope you guys had an amazing Memorial Day weekend. And I hope you guys did not forget what Memorial Day was. And I find myself a lot of times come Memorial Day, have a lot of people walk up to me and say, thank you for your service. And that day is not about the servicemen and women that are here. That day is about the servicemen and women that did not make it back home and that are no longer here. But nevertheless, we still acknowledge and accept that they're thanking us for the services, but we remind them, hey, this is about those people who are no longer here. Did you see, I'm gonna brag, I actually went on a ride. I went on my doctor's hasn't said I can ride yet for my shoulder, but well, you can say whatever you want, Albie. But I had to go ride, man. I had to do that ride. It was a Memorial Day ride. The mayor.
You did a ride for Memorial Day as well.
It was very short. It was like 12 miles long, right? It was a very short ride. I put my old helmet on, my old combat helmet on.
I saw you.
And I rode with that on, and you know, instead of wearing my regular helmet, just in honor of those guys who never came back. But I've done a little bit of riding. I rode a little bit yesterday as well. Like I said, doctor hasn't given me the full thumbs up, but he did say don't do nothing my shoulder don't want to do. On Wednesday, I go for another injection, and hopefully that and PT and no surgery. So far, no surgery, guys. That's my update. Listen, we got a full panel of guests, and before we go, let's not forget, guys, you guys can follow us and watch us right here on Facebook.com/The Lama Station. YouTube as well, guys. Just look up for Mike Lavos, Mike the Voice, that little icon that we have on the top of the screen. If you're looking at your phone or your screen, should be on the top right-hand side. Yep, right above. I'll be right there. Look for that one. Hit the subscribe on YouTube. Yep, that's it. Hit subscribe on YouTube and then hit that notification bell so it reminds you every time we go live. You want to just check out pictures and videos? Hey, at Lama_Station on Instagram, and you can go. You know how crazy is it that emails are now the outdated way of communication, right? Like even at work,
just keep changing over and over and over.
I use my Teams chat more than I do my email when I'm talking to guys in my immediate office.
Right.
So, but anyways, we still have our email if you guys want to submit pictures, videos, concerns, questions. Lama.station2017@gmail.com. And of course, the Lama hotline. Mind you, this Lama hotline is the Orlando studio. +1 407 516 3402. Every now and then we open up the shout out line. That's our studio here. That's the Monday night studios. Right. Yep. Right. So you got the Motor City Studio. What do you call your studio, Abby? We're the Motor City Studio.
My dining room.
Orlando is the Advanced Chemistry Lab. ¿Cómo es? el laboratorio de química avanzada.
Yeah. Mine is my dining room right now.
Oh, okay. We need to get you a light, sis.
I know. I have one here.
Yeah, it needs to be like.
But then I gotta hold it.
Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to get out here.
I used to do the show on the other side of the table, and the light was on this side. But then when I had my surgery, I had to put like a table in front of my table to keep my arm down low.
Oh,
I had to push my table back, so I kind of like switched things around.
You just haven't gotten around to push it.
I haven't gotten back to the other side of the table.
Just say it.
It's like a long while, but I'll get there. You all know what I look like.
Welcome to another Monday night show. I am
hello, everyone.
And producer and putter together, Albi. She puts this stuff together.
If I don't say my hello, then Gail's gonna text me.
Listen, I am going to ask one big, huge favor, man. One big, huge favor. You guys, if you want your material to be on the show, we need it ahead of schedule. Sending it to us at 5 and 6 o'clock on a Monday night makes it almost impossible for us to have it for a couple of reasons. Number one, we got to make the production. We got to make sure it fits the screen, that it fits our format for the software. Number one. But number two, we may have a full panel or a full guest or whatnot already. So we want to make sure, guys, you guys understand that when you guys send us material and send us stuff. So sometimes you're right. We ain't got nothing. Sometimes we come in here and we wing it because it's a week where there was no events and, you know, it's kind of a quiet, you know, or holiday weekends. But today we have a full panel and we're excited. And before I bring them all in real quick, let's get to some of these shout outs. I'm not going to promise you I'm doing them all, guys. So I apologize if I don't.
Yeah, we have a lot today. There's a lot
here today. So, saludos, familia. Cesar Ramos says, buenas tardes, familia. What's going on, man? Look. Somebody come look at this.
See? I know.
Middle time, my sister Gail. Sir Gail, what's going on? Says Desiree
Martinez, yeah. Lama Kingsburg.
Lama Kingsburg and La Casa, Lama Lawton Port Sale, which, by the way, just before we took our break, they had an amazing event, amazing ride down there in Lawton Port Sales. Congratulations to them on their first year anniversary. Lama Poconos, my sister Hillary, a.k.a. Blue, and look who's here, our very own Mini Diva. Hey, it's your girl, Mini Diva from the Poconos. My Lama anniversary is 6 years ago in May. Wow. So she has been around Lama for 6 years already. So wait a minute. She's
and 1 year as a reporter. Yeah.
But wait a minute. She's what, 12, 13?
12.
So she's been around Lama since she was 6 years old.
Yeah. And she's been riding with her
by the time she turns 18, we make an exception and give that girl some wings, man. Man, making her start all over with a P.
We don't need to make an exception. Our youngest Dama became a Dama at 17 because she already had her license.
Yeah, once you get your endorsement and yeah, absolutely. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome, Mini Diva. We love you.
She's been riding with her grandfather since she was about 2.
Hey, she's on vacation, right? She's coming up on vacation. She's on vacation.
In a couple of weeks, they're leaving. Yeah.
A couple of weeks, they go on vacation. So be safe. Congratulations, and keep doing what you're doing in school. Let me see. Jesse says, "What's going on, folks? It's the press from Athens, Georgia. I finally remember to watch the show. Mira quien está por aquí. Mira. Those guys from
who?
Flor Tovar, Lama Orlando. Un placer tener la Flor por acá. Besos y abrazos, Flor. Our very own Larry Stott, a.k.a. Bear, here saying hello. All the new videos, awesome. Great job. Whoever put it all together. Good evening, fam. He is feeling better. He was not down under the weather. So I hope you're feeling much better, sir. Look who's here. Good evening. Sunshine from Lama Poconos in house. I'm trying to get to as many guys, but I promise you I got to jump off. Bendiciones. Look who's here. My boy Happy D. Trust me. Best bells I've had in a while. I got 2.
I know. That's what I stood up to go get mine.
Yeah. So Sergio Montenegro in the house. La Mala is in Mexico City on its way back home. Be safe, guys, from Motor Tour Championship in Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca. Sam is here from Port St. Lucie. ¿Qué hace, Sam? Un placer, papá. Let me see. Now they're talking. La Bella from Lama Detroit. Lama Phillipsburg is in the house. Moncho García. Hey, este es el co-host con Enigma. So, un saludo a Monchito. Dice, papi, dímelo, el Moncho de Orlando. Saludo, mi gente. That's Enigma's co-host. He's been working with in el show in Spanish.
He hasn't seen ours because we were.
I'm gonna bring in our guest, but here in Detroit, there's a video that has an intro. Matter of fact, it's the one about the radio station that we have, Zeno.fm, right? Zeno FM. So, anyways, there's a section where Enigma says Lama Station, but he says it with the most Puerto Rican accent. He goes, Lama Station. And I'm going to tell you, we mess with him all the time. And that's our favorite way to say Lama Station when we're, back with y'all, Lama Station. So, so we're doing that like that. But listen,
E in front of the S.
You got to. Let's bring on this slew of people. Go ahead and bring him in, Abby. Let's bring on everybody we got here today. There's my boy Frankie. Crash is in the house. Who else do we got? Come on, bring him on. I can't see now. I just lost it. Is that Kua? No, not yet. I see Kua. There he is.
We lost her. There he is.
Lorraine is here. Let me see who we got. Angel is here. Let me see who else we got. Jose is here. Crash. Oh, we lost somebody?
We lost Daisy.
Okay, as soon as she comes in, bring her in. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we got a full house today. I love it when we have a show like this. People say we look like the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch.
But I'm okay with that, man.
Can I be the maid?
You want to be the maid?
Alice, you be Alice.
I do not want to know why. I promise you.
I think you'll do plenty of work at your event this weekend.
And,
I got plenty of work to do this weekend. Yes, we do.
Yes, you do, brother. I see Daisy popping back in. Bring her in whenever she's ready. There she is.
Daisy, turn your phone this way. Daisy, turn your phone sideways. There we go.
All right, listen up, y'all. Man, we had a week that was pretty. We had a week that was pretty mellow. There was no official sanctioned events last week, which actually worked out because a lot of our members went to Mexico, right, to the national rally in Mexico, in Oaxaca, and that was a long ride because it was in the southwest coast of Mexico. So, like I just read, people from LA are still riding back right there in Mexico City right now. So, listen, I'm super excited because this next weekend we have 3 events. We got Port St. Lucie, we got Pennsauken, and we got Chicago, the mother chapter, celebrating 48 years, right? So we got 3 events going on, and of course, we got to get ahead of the game here, and the Lama Northeast Regional Board is here because they have an amazing regional rally set and put together for you guys. So let me start with Pennsauken real quick, right? Let's get with Pennsauken just because I got to control him because he be dropping F-bombs and stuff, and I gotta.
I say freak. I don't say the F word. I say freak.
Oh yeah. That's still an F word. All right.
Like
what's going on, Bob?
It is what it is.
What's going on, man?
Man,
tell us about you guys. Tell us what you guys got going on. I'll be able to put the flyer up when you guys are talking. What's up?
Yes. Go ahead, go.
So Penhu, get ready. We're doing our first official. Is coming this Saturday. To use the word my kids use all the time, nervous excited. We're nervous, but we're so excited, man. We are just
nervous excited.
Nervous excited. We're gonna be out there with our Penhu, all of that. Please note the address for the event at the bottom left corner. It has changed. Not again. It's just I'm gonna keep saying it. 5 Manor Ave in Oakland. All right. The night before.
Not Oakland. Oakland.
Lyn. So, and then the night before, there's a meet and greet at Miller's Ale House, 554 Fellowship Road. All the crew's going to be there. We'll be there to welcome anybody who wants to come hang out. We got a whole little section for ourselves, so it's going to be a blast. Shout out to Lama Norristown. Has already said they're gonna like lend a hand and stuff. So big shout out to Beto and his crew. Everybody sees me with Izzy all the time doing our thing. This last weekend we had a great time celebrating with other clubs, other chapters. We're really like spreading out here to like meet other people. So 369 invited us out for an event. We showed out deep for them, but we're all focused on coming to the event this weekend, man. I can't tell you how hype I am. I'm gonna be the hype man, believe it or not. I'm gonna be the hype man at the party.
Oh man,
never, right? I'm like the calmest guy. I don't know.
Right. Right.
But anyway, get ready because if y'all think Penn Who's been big everywhere else, man, we gonna throw it down. My crew's ready. We got everybody, friends, family joining in, and it's our first event, guys. So just bear with us.
I was just gonna say that because if I recall correctly, you guys received your patch in Greenville, correct?
Yes, we did that 2 years ago. Yes, sir.
In Greenville. So this is your first sanctioned event as a full patched chapter, right?
Yep.
And so you guys obviously skipped the last year while you guys, got yourselves really together, and now
timing just kind of threw itself all off. Like by the time it was time to, we can maybe squeeze something in, it was going to be like a couple of months only to plan it. And honestly, like as big as we show up, and again, that's the little pressure we put on ourselves as we show up, we're big, we're loud, all that good stuff. We want to make sure you guys have a great event. We want to make sure everybody enjoys themselves. I mean, shout out to Barb's Harley. They're sponsoring our event, so they're going to be out there. They're going to have a nice trailer, new bikes, all that stuff. We're going to have 2 tattoo artists. I mean, we're trying to switch it up. We're going to have all sorts of different types of food.
Aina wants to know what you're serving for food.
So food, we're doing, so all our chapter is making the food. So we're going to have, as the main food, we're going to have, rice, arroz con gandules, white rice, sticks. My wife is making her signature pasta salad, that thing. And we have a lot of grill masters. So one of the things we do as a family in our own little Pennsauken group is we have a grill master competition amongst ourselves. Not me, but just some of us. Ran my president.
Watch what you say, because there's a lot of grill masters in Lama. They might just call you out.
Go ahead, my guy. Some of the
Northeast chapters make the pollo asado on the Chinese box, Nevada.
Okay, that's okay because we're gonna do pernil. We got a ton of stuff. I don't have the whole list in front of me, but we're trying to be a little different, disrupt what normally is kind of seen. We're also gonna have Smokey, my boy that you guys always see me with that fine-haired gentleman. His mom's gonna be there as a vendor. She does custom cookies and cakes and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a blast. We definitely have a nice roundabout. The VFW we're doing it at. Great people. 2 bars, 1 upstairs, 1 downstairs. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a blast. I mean, the bar's gonna be cash only, so just have FYI, just heads up on that.
So that's always good to know. But guys, ladies and gentlemen watching and the rest of our panel here, it's always important to support each other, not only at the 10th year anniversary, but when it's the first one, right? It's good to go there and show them the love that we are preaching every day, that we have, that we give, that we do, and go out there and hang out, show them the same love that they show you when you have your event. But trust me, it feels a little bit more special on that first one, right? Because it's like I remember when I did my first one, I didn't know what to expect, right? And I was so, now I got a new word, right? What is it?
Nervous-sighted.
And yeah, we were excited, but we were really nervous about the outcome. And oh my God, are people gonna like what we do? Will they like the band? Will they like the food? Was the place nice enough? Were the bathrooms clean enough? I mean, all of the above. So I encourage you guys, not only go support Pennsauken, which by the way, it took me like 6 weeks to learn how to pronounce that, Pennsauken.
That's what we say. And who?
It didn't take him 6 weeks. It took him longer than that to pronounce it. Longer than that.
Hey, listen, I lived in Worcester.
He can't say Pennsauken and he can't say Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, I can't say that either. I lived in Worcester, Massachusetts for about 3 years between 2004 and 2007. I lived out of Worcester, Massachusetts, and I started learning how to pronounce it towards the end of my time being there. I used to call it Worcester. So, Worcester, yeah. So, anyways, Pennsauken, stay tuned, stay here. Kua, stay here. We're gonna talk to you some more. We just want to kind of go through the panel. We definitely want to talk to you guys some more. Where's my Port St. Lucie people? What's going on, guys?
Yeah. What's up?
Port San Lucie en la casa. A ver, tenemos a Ángel y ¿dónde está José por acá? Estoy buscando a José. Y ahí está. Espérate, let me put him on the screen. Espérate, que.
He's trying to get everybody on the screen together.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him and. Pero
There
no
we
me
go.
sale. Not letting me do it. There we go. So I got. Ahí estamos. Estamos ahora. We'll look a little better there. All right. What's going on? Jose, what's going on? Jose Yangel, no?
Yeah.
Yep. What's going on? Go ahead and let the nation know, who you are, your chapter, and talk to us, man. Tell us about your event.
Well, guys, everybody knows Port St. Lucie, Sin Miedo. We're
Hey,
gonna be doing,
Angel. So I thought about you guys in Ireland a lot. I thought about Port St. Lucie in Ireland. And let me tell you, I went to the Jameson factory. And if you drink Jameson, their slogan is Sene Metu, which stands with no fear. Sin miedo.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm sitting, and that's when I do drink, that is what I drink when I do drink. And I was like, yo, that is the cool thing. It's Sene Metu. And so when you said Sin Miedo, the first thing I thought about was me at the Jameson factory.
Did you bring a bottle?
I got one for the house, yes. It's called the distillery one, which you can only buy there. So boom.
All
you want a
right.
shot? Come get some.
Sounds good. That's a nice trip to go and get a bottle, says Sin Miedo. All right. So our event is gonna be on the 7th. So again, it's 21 years. That's an anniversary. So thank you for our founder, Danny LaSalle, Big Show. That he Big Show. He should be around. I don't know if he's around, but he'll be there waiting for you guys. So again, food, vendors, refreshments. We have a lot of activities. Again, we're gonna, we're gonna be testing our brothers and sisters' skills on the bikes. 2 wheels, no 3, 2 wheels. So basically, we're gonna have the first event. It's gonna be like a bite a weenie. So that's a couple, and that prize, whoever wins that is gonna get the Harley Davidson Cardo pack. So for him and for her.
Cardo.
Dual set. The dual set. Yes, sir. Now it's gonna be more interesting because after that we're gonna have our slow race. There you go. That exactly that one. There you go.
I was saying, that's a nice gift. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
All right, you ready? You ready for the ice on the topping? So for the slow race, guys. So whoever wins that slow race, they're gonna get the Screaming Eagle. Tell him, Joe. Tell him. Go ahead. Tell him.
We got the Screaming Eagle setup shot set that Harley Davidson, our sponsors. Shout out to Treasure Coast Harley Davidson sponsoring us. So the winner of the slow race is going to get a full set of the shots with the overflows and everything. About a $1,500 value.
Damn, guys,
y'all gotta be real slow.
Yeah, you have to. So
hey,
if you guys want that, we're gonna be testing our brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Skills. So other than that, we have our band is gonna be 3RG Miami.
Yeah.
Good guys. They're very nice. And
that's the one you looked up last week, right?
Yes, they actually made a video with Lama Miami a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they're being around. So they're being hosting also Melbourne, if I don't mistake.
Yeah, the fundraiser last year, they were at Melbourne for the Southeast region.
Yeah,
Nice.
those guys.
I think I remember seeing that on the flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they're
very nice guys. So we have a lot of prices, a lot of vendors. So, I know there's going to be a lot this weekend. So, again, come and join us and have fun. It's 21 years. And you know how we throw the things. We have everything prepared for you guys and waiting to have fun.
So this is just a party, no meet and greet?
Just the party. Just the one.
Just a party.
Let me tell you, man, 21 years it's not easy. I can't imagine yet what 21 years is. I'm just in my 6th year here in Detroit, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait till I get to 10 so I can be like, we did 10 years. So I can imagine 21. Congratulations, Lama Port St. Lucie.
Yep.
And just recently, coming back from Savannah, I had to drive back to Atlanta to fly, and I flew with Rob Vargas, Big Rob from Chicago, and he told me the story about how the Sin Miedo came about. We were actually telling, so he told me the actual like the battles that y'all had to, not physically, but the battle y'all had to fight in the set, right, in the motorcycle world, and had to step up to be able to be accepted, to say the least. And that's where the word Sin Miedo came. So it's an amazing slogan. Next time you go see a bottle of Jameson, look it up. It says Sene Metu.
And definitely look that up.
I'm telling you, man. Once he said that, that was like the welcome, and this is what our slogan. I'm like, ooh, and like the whole time he's telling us about drinks, and all I can think is like, man, Port St. Lucie got a cool ass freaking slogan. That's all I kept saying. so looking forward to you guys. Big shout out to Sam. Sam, your reporter. The Lama Station reporter. They're in Port St. Lucie. They put this together so you guys come on over and hang out with us. So thank you guys for taking the time. Don't go. We're still going to be chit-chatting and talking to you guys, but we have about 3/4 of the Northeast Regional Board here. What's going on, guys? Welcome. We got we got Prez, we got MTO, we got business manager and secretary, correct? Yeah, I think so.
Treasurer and secretary.
Treasurer and secretary. There we go. So Lorraine and I had a session about a week ago on Zoom. We're able to spend a little bit of time together working on how to work on registrations for you guys and all this other stuff. So tell us about the event, Prez. Let's start with you, and then when we talk about the ride, let's get the MTO to talk about it. And
all right,
yeah, go ahead, tell us.
Albie, you ready? You ready to mute his mic? Are we doing the Northeast takeover? Is it that time? Yeah.
We're gonna mute it. Hold on. I got you.
All right.
You know what's funny is that I just texted him telling him to STFU.
I didn't listen.
Welcome to the Northeast
Takeover. Go ahead, Northeast.
Takeover. Here we go. We're
okay. Okay, before I be quiet, then I'll be talking again. No. Listen, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna give two shows away to the regional board, half hour each, to push your events 2 weeks before the event.
Done deal.
Bet. So that means that one Monday, the Northeast.
He's not gonna be on.
I'm not gonna be on. The Midwest and the Northeast take over, and then the next week, the Southwest and the Southeast take over, something like that.
I like it. Let's do it.
All right, carry on.
Without further interruption, here we go. Takeover. All right, gear up. August 29th and 30th. It's going down. We want to say a big thank you to all our chapters in the Northeast region who helped support us through the fundraisers. We were able to get a great deal of money put together and some awesome prizes for you guys, along with a long list of things that we have coming. So without further ado, I'm going to pass this over to Lorraine, our secretary, who's going to walk you through the website. It's official. Everything's there. So please pay attention. Take notes. At the end, we'll have a small test. Take it away, Lorraine.
Actually, Taino has your website up.
There it is. So there it is. If you go to our website is LamaUSANE.com. That's LamaUSANE.com. And there it is on the screen. When you come to the homepage, you're immediately introduced to our second NER Northeast Regional Rally information. Click on that Buffalo, New York button, and it'll take you to our Buffalo page. Right there in the beginning is our registration. There, you click on that registration, it takes you to the shop. In the shop, the first thing is the registration. Next are our shirts. You guys, check it out. It's limited edition. Go ahead and get your order in. Go ahead and register and come see us, man. We're putting together something great. If you go back for me to that Buffalo page, there are the other items are on that page also to purchase from last year's event. and some other souvenirs.
You mean on the registration right here?
Well,
right here.
Right. Those are all of the other items that are on our webpage for you to purchase. Those are the last year's shirts and other items, but at the top.
Guys, and they're at a discounted rate, guys, so take advantage of it.
Yes. Yes, we cut them deep. Yes.
Sweet. Shirts are $10, $5. We're trying to get rid of the little bit of inventory that we have for the shirts. So absolutely.
Yep. And if you go back to the Buffalo page, right beneath the registration.
Back at the home.
Back to the top. There's Buffalo at the top. Nope. Go back to the top. Buffalo.
Where?
To the right.
Right there.
No.
There you go. You can use that one. Yes. Okay. So beneath the registration, which you just saw, is the hotel information that Daisy's going to tell you about.
Hey guys, how are y'all? So with our registration for the hotels, the link is right there, right on the Buffalo page. All you have to do is click on the link. What we are asking from the Northeast Regional Board that you secure your rooms, but do not book more than what you are actually going to take. Once the deadline is passed, the rooms have to be released, because if not, the Northeast Regional Board will be responsible for the cost of the hotel rooms. If you guys have any questions regarding any hotels, you can reach out to Maria or to Crash. I wasn't sure if you're in doing that with Maria, but you can reach out to them because they're out in the Buffalo area doing the hotels. So we are just asking kindly to please do not overbook what you're not going to take. And if not, they will be released, and then we'll have to move forward with.
And I promise that I wasn't going to interrupt, but guys, this is a very important topic and a source topic at that, if it happens, because it happened to us at the National Board in Keystone. Where people, saved more rooms than they needed, and then last minute they literally 2 days before they were dropping, and the Lama USA Nation, your money, your national funds that we could have used for many other things, we had to put about $14,000 back to them for rooms that weren't rented because people backed out last minute. So I stand strongly with the Northeast region. Please, guys, book what you need, not what you think you're going to have. If it is easier for you to sell a room to somebody else the week before or a couple of weeks before than it is for you to say, kick rocks, I'm out. And then the regional board is stuck with it. So please, guys, please heed to that advice.
Yeah. And just to jump in and chime in on that as well. So any chapter that has a big reservation they want to put down, the hotel itself is going to ask you for a form, and you have to put down the people's name of who's staying in the rooms. So it's just to avoid having that issue occur. So if you need that spreadsheet, please contact any one of the officers you see here. Our email address are on it. You can contact the flyer information that's there, and we will get that for you right away.
You can also reach out to us in the WhatsApp chats, either the MTO chat, the regional officer chat that we have on Facebook Messenger, or you can also reach out to us on the new MTO chat that I just set up a few days ago, and we can get those sheets over to you guys directly. Also, we just found out that exact same weekend is going to be Buffalo Wing Fest. So this is like some big international thing. They just brought it back to the ballpark. So what's really cool about the hotel that we've secured for you guys is it's right in the middle of downtown Buffalo. It's right in the middle of absolutely everything. Directly outside of the hotel, there is a free metro that runs up and down Main Street, and the Wingfest is just a couple stops down from where you're going to be staying. This will also take you right into the Harbor Center. So like right where the Buffalo Sabres play, and right, anybody who knows anything about Buffalo, it's actually the end of the Erie Canal, which is how a lot of the buildings and stuff in Buffalo got established because of all the money that would come in from the Erie Canal. So you get to walk around, and they have a naval park with actual decommissioned Navy ships and stuff like that all of that is right down the road from our hotel, and you can get to and from our hotel free on that metro. So once you park your bike, you get to leave your bike there. You don't have to worry about moving it all around looking for parking. You can go up and down there. So we worked really hard to make sure that we got everything that's right centrally located, and it's also really close to our venue. Our venue is only a couple miles away from the hotel. And this, in my opinion, is one of the coolest spots in all of Buffalo. The venue is called Buffalo River Works, and they do everything there from like roller derby to like national tours for concerts and all sorts of crazy stuff. They're part of a brewery, so they actually brew a lot of their own beer. It's right on the water. It's absolutely gorgeous. They've got Adirondack chairs and fire pits. And for those who smoke cigars, we already asked. Yes, you can smoke your cigars right on the water in those Adirondack chairs next to those fire pits.
Go ahead and do it again.
It might have been a little bit.
Listen, you got Albie and Daisy going. You better have to hear that.
But yeah, this venue is so cool that we secured it for both our meet and greet on Friday night and for the event itself on Saturday, because the amenities they have at this place are insane. And they've already promised that all of them are going to be available to you. When I say amenities, they've got kayaking, they've got rock climbing, they've got zip lining, they've got ropes courses, they've got axe throwing. They've got an arcade.
How competitive our members are?
That's Frankie's girl. That's Frankie's girl right there. Did you see that?
What did she put?
But I know who won it.
Buffalo, they didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
I know who won it though.
I'm pretty sure that nobody even acknowledges your team.
Neither did the Cowboys.
You know what's funny? Her team has the same effect of when they say Penn who. It's like Jets who? Jets who?
Jets?
Their quarterback isn't retired yet. What?
I got you. It's a Northeast.
MVP who? Yeah.
Hey, so a question on your merchandise real quick. If somebody from another region wants, are you able to ship?
Yeah, if you want to give us money for shirts, we will make sure that we get it to you. And you can order those shirts right on our website as well.
Yep.
Listen, we can't cross over through to different regions for their rallies, and the Southwest has a nice shirt too. You guys have a nice shirt, so we can,
Yeah.
Yep.
We're really excited about this shirt. We incorporated the logo from the city of Buffalo itself onto the shirts. And the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to Niagara Falls. So talk about a really cool ride. We know that not everybody can cross the border. So what we're doing is we're doing two different routes. We're doing a route that's going to stay on the U.S. side. We're working with the city of Buffalo to get a police escort, so everything is nice and safe. It's going to run through Grand Island, so it's right along the water. It's gorgeous. The really cool part, though, is we are going to be crossing over to Canada. There is a route that runs directly down the river from the Peace Bridge all the way down to the Rainbow Bridge, and you actually pass down the road right directly in front of Niagara Falls. And the whole route is only about, depending on which parts you are, it's between like 45 and 30 miles an hour. Right next to the falls, it's like 30. So you get a really nice opportunity to roll all the way past Niagara Falls and get a really awesome view of it. And there's a whole bunch of parking lots around there on the Canadian side that are only $5 for the entire day. So if you want to stay and you want to check it out, we're going to be riding past those lots. You can pull off the ride and park in there and enjoy it right before our event.
So
how many kilometers?
Yeah, it's kilometers all there.
Kilometers, it's like, depending on what part, it's between 60 and 45 kilometers. Don't worry, guys. I already did the math for you.
Listen, me and the missus went to Canada a few years ago, and as soon as you cross into Canada, it was like 35.5 kilometers. I'm like, how many miles is that? I don't know.
Look at the little numbers on your odometer. Look at.
I know. I had to look at the little numbers.
He's like, Lama does miles, not kilometers.
Hey, that happened to me when I was just in Ireland, because they're kilometers as well. Yeah. And I'm riding, and it says 100, and I'm like, yes. Yeah. It was like
Well, my brain is only about 60, 65. So no.
So listen, guys. I've been blessed to have seen Niagara Falls from both sides. And some people will argue and say, looking at the U.S. side from Canada is the prettier one. Some people say listen, it's an amazing experience on both sides. If you get a chance to be out there. However, I do encourage the yeses and nos.
Yes.
That
The do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts. Would you talk to us about that?
Yeah. So here living on the border, I take this for granted, but there's a lot that goes into being prepared to cross the border that we just don't even think about. So I put together a list of do's and don'ts. I put together a list of different types of acceptable ID to cross the border. If you have a regular driver's license, that is not sufficient. The only driver's license that's sufficient is the enhanced license that's only offered in a few states. So you need a passport or a passport card, and that would be in addition to your license, or a military ID, or any of those programs like Nexus where you're like pre-screened across the border. So you have to have the correct kind of ID. And then I also put a list of stuff that you're not allowed to bring. And it's everything from the obvious. You're not allowed to bring weapons or, controlled substances. But that also includes pepper spray. You are not allowed to bring radar detectors. You are not allowed to bring like fresh fruit or dairy and certain types of meat and stuff like that. So please, if you plan on crossing the border, read that list of do's and don'ts, and the website itself is right at the bottom of that list of do's and don'ts, and that will give you even more information. Just be really super careful of everything that's on there, just so that we all have a nice smooth crossing back and forth.
This has been shared on some of the chats already, so we can just continue to share it on the other chats.
Yeah,
I share that with you because I'm also in Detroit, right? In Detroit, Canada, we have the Windsor Bridge literally 5 minutes away from us, and the same issue happens. I will say this, and also be mindful, and I'm not going to point fingers out, but if you're not sure if you have the right documentations, if you're not sure that you are going to be allowed to cross, then just stay on the U.S. side, because then you may hinder the opportunity of everybody else. Because I personally don't believe in leaving people behind, right? So I will stick around there by the bridge or by the border waiting for you to finish. And I personally can come through, but I don't know what it is. Every time I go, 9 times out of 10, I go to secondary and they hold me. And I'm there. They want to run my driver's license and my passport and this and that. And unfortunately, that's happened to me coming back from Nicaragua. It's happened to me coming back from Ireland just recently, right?
You just have that face,
It must be. I don't know. But whatever it is, I know that I may be that guy. So I would make the choice and say, you know what? Y'all enjoy Canada. I'm going to enjoy the group that's on this side. That is just what I would do so that I won't hinder the flow of the people who might have a better chance of going across. It's not
funny you say that.
It's actually
When my uncle would travel, he would always get pulled over because his name is Luis Escobar.
Oh, so the last name is right, yeah.
So everywhere that he traveled, he was always pulled over.
I went
like, I'm Puerto
Rican.
Rican.
Nancy, myself, Heather, and Probus, we decided to go across just to go eat at a Korean barbecue. That's it. So on the way in, we're like, where y'all going? Oh, we're going to go eat at a Korean barbecue. Okay, thank you. Welcome. Here's like $4 or whatever we paid, and we got in. On the way back, as soon as they put my passport in, his phone rang, and it was like, yeah, go to secondary. And Probus was like, what's going on? I'm like, it's me. Sure enough, they gave them their 3 passports, and then I'm still sitting there like, okay. And they just asked me several questions. I personally lost a passport about 10 years ago. And the person who ended up with my passport did some shady crap under my name. So I ended up having to get that cleared. Had to go and get fingerprint and all and get that cleared. However, they're still looking for that dude that did whatever he did. So I know I'm going to slow the process down. So if I was going, I encourage you guys, please, guys, don't be that guy. Don't be me if you go to the Canadian side.
And they do pull over bikes, right? Where if you have
absolutely.
They're definitely going to pull over a few people just to check their paperwork.
It's entirely
random.
So don't chance it. If you if you've ever had like a DUI or anything like that, don't do it. They won't let you over. So just be really super mindful. Look at that list of do's and don'ts. And the other thing, him talking about the toll reminded me, it's all cashless. So either you need Easy Pass or you need a credit card that's tap to pay. So it's all definitely just be prepared for it. You go through customs first and then you hit the toll right after. And the road we're taking is immediately after the toll.
So you can see the falls from both sides. Thank you.
Huh? You can see the falls from both sides.
Yes. So with the Canadian side, you get a full view of both. So the Canadian side is called the Horseshoe Falls, and then the US side is spread more straight across, and there's like a couple different parts. Like there's a small little offshoot called the Bride's Veil and different things like that. So on the Canadian side, you get a full view of both sides of the falls directly across. But what's really cool about the US side is you actually get to get pretty close. You feel the mist coming up. You can hear and just feel how fast that water is moving. It's a really cool experience to do it from either side.
Okay. So either side's not going to miss anything.
Yeah.
It's just both sides are going to have
they're different views. There's an observation tower on the US side that you can go to for free. It's right by where they do the entrance to the Maid of the Mist. That's the boat that goes right by the falls. But there's a free observation tower that you can go up, and it takes you far enough out that you can get a really great view of the falls still on the US side. So just because you can't cross over, you're not going to be missing out.
No, it's an amazing. Like I said, I've been blessed to see it from both sides, and it's amazing. And by the way, we got stuck on the ride. We still have a full-blown event.
Yeah.
Wait, Kua was trying to say something.
Yeah, I want to ask one question. So right now in the US, there's the big whole thing about the real ID. Is a real ID good enough to cross over?
No, it's not.
It has to be enhanced.
Yeah.
So the real ID
will have a stamp on the corner to show the American flag. That's good enough to get you into Canada and into Mexico.
I got a passport too, but my wife.
You have the star. That's a real ID. That's good enough to get you on a plane.
In domestic flights.
Yeah.
Jeez.
In domestic flights.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, it specifically says in that list enhanced license. And if you have an enhanced license, it'll actually say the word enhanced right in the middle of your license. There's only 7 states that offer an enhanced license. So even with a real ID, no, that does not count.
The states that offer it, the states that offer that enhanced license are states that border Canada.
Not all of them, though.
Not all of them yet? Yeah, like that.
More to
the side, Frankie. It's not on there yet.
There you go.
I know Michigan does. Texas has enhanced. So some of those states that and that's all part of the Canada and Mexico trade, right? The NAFTA agreement, the North American trade agreement. So,
I have no idea who qualifies for it and who doesn't and why, but I know that not all border states have it. But
take your passport. It's much quicker.
Stitch doesn't have a passport.
So
that's why
check your passport.
Get it now. Get it now. You're right next to Philly.
You should be able to get a day passport being that close.
Similar to you, Taina, hers got stolen. So she gets the same thing. She gets flagged and all that stuff. I get flagged because my name is Omar. It's weird. I've been flagged all the time. I'm like, why? Is your name Omar? Yeah. Okay.
The first question I ask is there anything you want to tell us about Houston? And then I already know because that's where I lost my passport. Then I tell them the story. It matches what they got on there. Then I got to put my thumbs in this little thing to make sure that I am the right me. And then eventually they let me go. They're like, oh, have a good day. Sorry, we held you for 2 hours.
So I have a question about the ride. Are they going to meet the rides at the end, or is everybody going on their own and then meeting at the event?
So we made sure that we gave you a lot of time in between. Our ride leaves at 9:30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and check that handy dandy itinerary that I made. Yeah, so our ride leaves at 9:30, and it takes, the US side is going to take about 40 minutes to get from where we're leaving to the falls. The Canada is about the same amount of time plus however long it takes to cross the border. Our event does not start until 4 p.m. So you figure so long as the border isn't crazy, about 10:30 is about when it's going to wrap. That gives everybody several hours to take their time, check out the falls. If they don't want to do that, they can head back to the hotel, check out Wingfest, whatever it is. But you have until 4 p.m. until our event actually starts. So we did this on purpose. We gave you quite a bit of time in between because we know, like, for me, it's not a big deal. It's like you going to Disney for anyone who lives in Orlando. It's just there. But we know that people travel to see this regularly. Mm-hmm. So we want to give everyone the opportunity to enjoy this experience and to really take that in. So we did not plan anything specifically other than that to give you the opportunity to have the experience that you want to have.
So Crash and to the board, if let's say, I don't know, XYZ, say I've seen the falls 2 million times, and maybe I'm like, besides that, you guys are recommending people to stay right there at the Riverworks, right? Because apparently there's something else going on and all the other entertainment, right? I mean,
Riverworks is open, I believe, from 11 a.m. on, and we're in the process of working out like packages for those experiences. So all those things that I listed earlier, like the rock climbing and the axe throwing, those are all different activities that are available. So we are working through getting some packages together for that. So let's say that you don't want to do the ride at all, or you just want to take the ride and come back. You have so much to do in Buffalo. There's a bunch of like bars. Buffalo's been rated by National Geographic for like third best food in the country. Tell you, I'm talking to you. So it's like
he can't leave his region. He can't leave his region.
I know, but you know what? It's still here even after regionals. I'm just saying. So there is a chapter here.
Omar, you'll be there eating.
Hey, and if I go through Canada, if I take Windsor and come out on the Buffalo side, it's only 3.5 hours. But with my delay, it's still
the food will be gone. The food will be gone.
It still takes me 6, so I might as well go through Ohio and take the same amount of time. And I get more miles.
There's tons of stuff to do. So yeah, you can hang out at Riverworks.
So somebody's asking. This is Yaritza from Phillipsburg.
Waiting for everyone to pass the Canadian border. Absolutely. We're not leaving anybody behind. We're gonna
we leave together, we stay together.
Yeah. It's just going to be in 2 different sections. You're going to have your U.S. side setting up, and then you're going to have your guys and girls who are going to Canada. So you got to make sure that you are joining the right group when we're setting everything up. If you get on the wrong group, you're going to be going to Canada with the Canadians.
Listen, turn around. I don't know if it's the same setup over there.
Like,
here in Detroit, there you're on 75 northbound. And there's an exit that says Bridge to Canada, right? And it says it real clear, no re-entry. So if you get off on that exit, you got to go through customs. And if whether you have the right documentation or not, I'll tell people all the time, hey, because the next street after that one is Verner Highway, which is Mexican town, right? The Latino kind of community. So I'll tell people, I'm like, listen, make sure you get off on Verner, because it's literally this one, and then it's like you ever gotten off on a freeway? One goes north, one goes south, one goes right, and then the other one loops. That is exactly how it is. So if you mess up and get off on the wrong one, you're in Canada. So
and that's how it is over here too. Okay. So it's the Peace Bridge. That's the bridge that we're going to be taking to go across to Canada. And yes, it's very clearly marked. It says Bridge to Canada. There is an exit that's specifically for that. It branches at the last minute. So if you go right, it's Canada. If you go left, you actually end up on Niagara Street, which leaves you in the US. But we know this route. So if you're following the group, we're going to Canada. The way we have the parking lot set is we have different sections for the different routes. Cool. So the Canada side is back. And there's we already worked with Tops. It's a local supermarket, and there's a gas station right in that parking lot. So anybody who's not gassed up before then can gas up before we go. And we put the Canadian side like back, all the way back, right next to the supermarket. There's like a little kind of driveway area that they don't really use. You're not going to make it to that section by accident. And we're going to have big flags. We're going to have a Canadian flag and we're going to have a US flag. So like, even if you're not listening,
you can't miss it.
Hey, time out. You know who we're dealing with, right? Our people, they just want to ride. They're just going to be like, yeah, the bikes are lining up right there. Let's roll.
Yeah. So there'll be plenty of telltale.
Guys, it seems to me like you guys have done a lot of work, a lot of homework. Congratulations on just accomplishing this much. Registrations, guys, get to registering ASAP, right?
Yes.
Get to registering ASAP. Put your name on there. Let me tell you what that does. That does a couple of things, guys. Number one, and no secret, it brings the funds so that the regional board can continue to operate and make deposits and pay for food and all of the above, right? That's one thing. But more importantly, it also gives them a more accurate number of the attendees so that they have a place large enough for everybody, so that everybody actually has a plate. We have the same issue with the national board, right? We want to know because, last minute we have 800 people, and in the last week we got 1,200. Now I got to figure out food for 400 people. Right, at least at the national level. So the same setup goes for the regionals.
I also want to chime in on that and let you guys know. So there is a process when you do your registration that's very important, and it helps us help you. So you hate being online, waiting to get in, and we're doing all this paperwork. By doing your registration, it's going to tell you to select the chapter. You're going to put in your status, whether you're a full patch member, you're a DAMA, you're an associate, you're a guest. Fill out all the information. The more information we have that is properly filled out on our side, we can automatically sign you in. So it expedites the process. So there will be no waiting online. I have to go check this. Verification is not done. We can do that. But help us help you. If you're buying 10 tickets for your chapter, make sure you have the names of the people you're purchasing these tickets for and their status. So if the information we're receiving is correct, we can speed up the process.
Is there a limit into how many people we could register?
As many as you want. Bring them on.
I believe when I was helping Lorraine,
When I did it for national, it wouldn't let me do more than 10.
Oh man!
I fixed that right away. And then when I spoke with Lorraine, that was one of my bullet points to her. And I'm like, Lorraine, make sure you put 99 on there because only Orlando's gonna have 99.
Because somebody's gonna call complaining, and that somebody's gonna be me.
What? Albie complaining? Never. Not Albie.
We need things done right, people. Yeah. Let's do it.
Other components that we have
on Port St. Lucie. We couldn't have anybody from Chicago. So before we say our goodbyes and kind of greet with you guys real quick, can you give me the Chicago flyer? That's also this weekend here in the Midwest. Guys, 48 years. This is the mother chapter, the formerly known as HQ. Is celebrating 48 years, June 7th as well. That is also the day of the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Chicago, where Lama Chicago has been invited 30 some odd years in a row to participate with a maximum of 30 bikes. So 30 bikes from all over the Midwest are going to be there to do that ride and participate in the parade in Chicago. So of course, DJ Machete is going to be there. The everything you get, guys. It's the food, the entertainment, and this is again the mother house, right? The mother clubhouse, the mother chapter where it all began. Lama Chicago, 48 years. But let me give you guys a heads up. I don't know what it's going to look like in 2 years, but I already heard through the vines that Lama Chicago is going huge for their 50th anniversary, and I mean huge. So I encourage everybody to start making plans to come celebrate the 50th anniversary of where it all began, right? That's when our organization turns 50 years old, half a century of preaching this philosophy, this peace, love, harmony, and nonviolence, right? So amazing. This weekend's going to be full of events. That that just because you guys saw the Northeast region here today, it doesn't mean they have everything ironed out. I promise you, by the time they do the next show with us, they're gonna have 20 other things that they have ironed out the kinks. You know, they all work extremely hard. I know the work that comes with putting this together, putting the ride, the registration side. Hey, something as simple as maintaining the financial books. It's not simple. It sounds simple. Oh yeah, just write the check or just balance our checkbook. No, it comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of work. So hats off to you guys. And listen, no different than what the chapters are doing.
You know what you're serving for food.
Yeah, y'all didn't say crap about food, but that's what's up. I already know they got chicken wings, so I'm good. Buffalo wings.
Okay, first of all, if they're actually real wings, they're not called buffalo wings, and they're not served with ranch. So
I don't like ranch. Okay, time out, because I'm about to go into a tangent. The hell with the show. Listen, how is it not called buffalo wings in Buffalo?
Buffalo.
They're just wings.
They're called wings.
So what do you call wings that are dry? What do you call just dry wings?
Oh, dry rub? Like
dry wings, like no buffalo on them.
You're talking to a footy, and let me tell you, when I go to B-Dubs, I'm getting buffalo wings. So I guess you can't call them buffalo in Buffalo. But if you go outside of Buffalo,
we call them Philly cheesesteaks in Philly.
Real wings in comparison to
what do you
Buffalo
call them in
Wild
Philly?
Wings.
We call them
I'm
Philly
gonna get real offended real quick.
Cheesesteak in Philly is called a Philly cheesesteak. In Philly,
Actually, they just call them cheesesteaks. And they say, do you want it from pasture or do you want it from
a food fight.
Cheesesteaks, bro.
I started a food fight.
I started a food fight. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. I'm a foodie.
Oh my God, I love it.
A buffalo wing right here. Just to be like
takeover. I love it. Listen up, guys. Stay tuned, Northeast region. Stay tuned with Albie. I'm gonna have Albie put together 2 weeks back to back. So let's do 4 weeks. So a month away from the rally.
We'll
One Monday, we would do 2 regions.
Right.
And the next Monday,
the following Monday, we'll do 2 regions.
Where you guys absolutely take over. And the only information going out is going to be, so any updates that you guys have or just to push.
And there will be no taíno for this show, people. No taíno.
Take 2 weeks off.
Because taíno habla mucho.
Hey, listen, when the show says Albie and Company.
Ooh.
Right. But it says that it does say Albie and Company, so I don't know what you're talking about. Don't get me started.
All right, let me just chime in on this part and just.
How about it's gonna be just me and Frankie? How about that? So Frankie can say all he wants with no interruption.
You can make it happen.
I'm 100%. You guys are giving me time to maybe finish stuff like this.
Yeah.
National rally registrations. I'm almost.
No, once we do the other show, we'll talk about whatever you guys are raffling. We'll talk about food. We'll talk about the more in-depth things. So this is just kind of like a little preview of what you guys have in store.
On behalf of Lama Station, not only in Port St. Lucie, but in Pensacola and of course the Northeast region, there are amazing reporters in every single one of these regions. Poke at them, use them, go live, share with the nation what's going on. Share, let us know. I would love to see those 2 races.
I was just going to say that. Make sure you report it on live.
I'd love to.
You guys have to do a live in between all those events the same day. That was the idea from you guys.
We can't go live at the same time.
All of our reporters know that if they're going to go live, they go on our reporter chat and they going live from St. Lucie so that the second reporter doesn't ride over them, right? So when that guy's done, then this other one takes over. So we learn the hard way.
We have a system.
Yeah. The Chicago event is a night event. The Chicago event is at night. So
and the Southwest is on a different time zone as well. Southwest region is on a different time zone. So if they go live, if they go live, it's okay because they're on a different time zone than we are. But if Port St. Lucie goes live and Pensacola wants to go live, we have to notify each other because we'll knock each other off.
And we do. Right. We talk to each other and we'll let them know. But we'd love to see it, guys. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, we want to see those races in Port St. Lucie.
Definitely.
Can I just say, yo, it's our first event, guys. Show us love. Come out. It might not be perfect. It's gonna be as hard as we can go.
Listen, man.
Come out, show us
have
love.
a
All right?
40-year event and it's still not perfect, but we go have fun.
I get it.
We have a blast.
We're gonna be there. You're gonna get a good.
What is the word of the show? Nervous-sighted. We're nervous-sighted.
Nervous-sighted.
All right, nervous-sighted. But guys, and who we show y'all love. Come show us some love. Let's rock it out and let's have a blast. I can't wait
to for your event for both chapters, all 3 chapters.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck to you to Pennsauken. Well, I'm gonna be in Pennsauken, so you know we're gonna be reporting live.
Uba, I will not be there. I'm apologizing now, but I will be down in Florida. I'm actually going with my wife. She's graduating with her doctorates, and she's walking
That's
the aisle.
awesome. You're
I'm gonna be down in Florida with that. So.
Wait, did you say you're gonna visit Port St. Lucie? Is that
That's
what you
right.
said?
That's right. Come down. Come down. We'll take care of you.
I heard him say he's gonna
Hopefully
visit.
everything works out well. I might be able to sneak in, but it's her weekend.
He said, "Yo voy sin miedo. Yo voy sin miedo."
No. Listen, I've been married
He
for too long.
abandons his wife on her graduation. They'll be playing him, you know.
Before we go, I gotta share this right here. Boom.
Oh, there it is. He found it.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Now we all got to buy a bottle just to see it.
Unfortunately, they did not have it in black, so I bought it in green. But so I can't wear it with my uniform.
All right.
But yeah, I had to
Best of luck to Port St. Lucie, and the best of luck to Chicago, who's not on the show.
And let me tell you, I know something happened with Daisy's connection, Bossy.
Yeah.
Still want to give her a big shout out and thank you. Lorraine, amazing work on the website.
Yes.
You kicked next there. Amazing information, the way you put it together, the homework y'all did, the research and development in order to put this ride together. Not only, you started incorporating exactly what we are, right? The international part of our organization. Right, how those borders are just lines on a map that we just keep spreading the word and communicating with each other and traveling to all these places. So amazing, great work, guys. What does it say? Oh, thank you for your efforts. Absolutely, Northeast region. You guys are doing amazing work. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. We'll bring you guys back. I want to see some live videos from all these events. We thank you guys one more time for taking the time and dealing with our shenanigans here at Lama Station. Some of you guys are veterans here already. And one day you guys can absolutely take over this so I can have my Mondays back and go get ice cream on chapter or something. That's what they're at right now. They're out there having ice cream and I'm here yelling at you guys. So thank you.
We're going to do a reporter show soon again. And have all our reporters back on.
Reporter show and Northeast takeover.
Don't tell that to Frankie.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
You're the producer, Albie. You're the one that makes the shows. You can just tell me, hey, Taito, you got to take off.
She's nervous. She's like, oh my God.
Hey, since Taito, since I'm just the host, and Albie's the producer. She can give me a day off.
She did on the Dama Day.
Yeah, we gave you a day off for the Dama
Day. She kicked me out.
Yeah. He came on the show.
I left.
Yeah, he came on the show, and I went like this.
I'm down if you're down. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys be safe. We'll see you guys at the event.
Good luck, everyone, this weekend.
Through the magic of Lama Station.
Where's that flyer? Show that flyer one more time, guys.
Hey guys, look! I have some news for you. Look what I did today.
What did she do today? That girl became a reporter?
Yes, she did.
Oh, Lama Station's in trouble. Lama Station's in trouble.
Yeah. And you will put me on the show, and you're gonna give her a reporter patch? Good luck. You'll be
that's all he's doing. That is all he's doing.
Oh yeah, no, she finally wore her down.
You're next.
That's what it was.
No, I'm not.
Here it is. Go ahead, Lorraine.
There it is. Check out the website at the bottom right. LamaUSANE.com. And we'll see you in Buffalo.
That's right. Look, there it is.
Talking.
LamaUSANE.com.
That's talking right there, baby.
So, hey.
Come check us out at Port St. Lucie. Come on now. Come support.
Frankie's gonna be there. Frankie's gonna be there.
Hey, we got $200 gift cards too for raffle and all that.
Frankie, was that you said your wife, sir? Your wife is graduating?
Yeah, she's graduating on her doctorate.
Congratulations to her. Big shout out.
Congratulations.
On that amazing.
They have a $200 gift card that you can give her as a gift.
Hey, you gotta win. You gotta win the slow race.
Yeah. Snow racer with her gown completely on.
All right. You guys can help me with our goodbyes, guys. And let's not forget, as with every week, we'll see you guys next Monday right here on Lama Station. And this is who we are. This is how we live.
Yep.
And this is how we ride. We'll see you guys next Monday.
Bye, guys.
Peace. Take care.
Is Lama in the building or what? Latin American Motorcycle Association, put your hands up, make some noise for your boy. Kenny Black, the music machine. What up, bro? DJ Rara, Lama on it, Lama. You already know Mr. Northeast is in the building. Let's go, Lama. What? Put them hands up. I want to see L's in the air right now. Put your L's up. Put your L's up. Lama worldwide. Lama worldwide. Let's go. L's up. L's up. Everybody L's up. L's up. L's up. Everybody L's up. Lama. 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 Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. From the humble start in Humble Park. 1977, it all began. What? One man, one mission, one dream. That's right. Lama International worldwide. They said it couldn't happen. They said it couldn't be done.